Hi, please subscribe to
This is V.
This is V.
Subscribe to This is V.
This is V.
Subscribe to This is V.
This is V.
Yes. Hi guys, I want you all to go and subscribe to This is V on YouTube. Hi guys, this is Viv here. I think I'm going to have my bath first. Just you guys how film school was for me. Oh my goodness. Hi my loves. So I am back and I am fully awake. Child of God, don't wake, you know. Where do I start from? I never really had a background knowledge of what it is like to be an actor or how to be an actor, you know, sort of. So everything is just, you know, talent from God, God's grace, and being on set, learning certain things. Sometimes I watch YouTube videos on how to improve as an actor, right? This old journey as an actor, it started off, it's a long story, to be honest. One thing led to another. I found myself in the entertainment industry. I'm a strong believer of personal growth, right? And that is why I decided to, you know, take this acting thing seriously and register myself into film school. So yeah, so I started to make my research about film schools in Nigeria. I got a couple of them: PEFT, Royal Art Academy, Ebony Life Academy, and then Del York Creative Academy. So I just wanted something that I will go to, learn as much as I can, and come out as soon as I can. Right? Finally decided to go for Del York, right? And no regrets, to be honest. It was an experience, a beautiful experience, but the money choke. Anyways, fast forwarding to the resumption day, July 3rd or thereabout. Then I resumed. I got into school, and when you get in, you write your name, fill in a form, and they will give you this Kickstarter pack. They had the Del York t-shirt, a notepad, pen, you know, a couple of few, you know, all those things now. And then we sat down, and I was just, you know, looking at people's faces, trying to observe certain things. And then they introduced us to our instructors. I mean, people that would be taking us on the ride into the whole thing, like the 4 weeks intensive training. And we had Mr. Grant, Madam Janelle, we had Angel, you know, and other amazing instructors.
Thank you all for taking this journey to get here. It is not easy. We don't take it as a luxury and expect more of you after you leave. All we're looking for is growth. And everybody's going to grow differently. But what I can guarantee you is we will provide the water. We will try to feed into you what you came here to be, what you really aspire to be. This industry that you're in, the entertainment industry.
I expect to give just as much back from you, right? So we're in this together.
After they were done, you know, with the whole speech and all of that, it took us to our various classes. Mind you, this film school is not just about acting per se. They take trainings on directing, cinematography, set lighting, producing, content creation, you know, and a couple of others. Then in my class, I introduce you guys to my classmates.
Actors of Del York Creative Academy: Zinni, Francis, Lola, Rejoice, Thelma, Laycon and Francis, Roshan, Alfie and Vivian, Kiki, Nenji, Emmanuel, Her, Oe, Abara and Linda, Anvi, Shola.
Everyone that you saw in that video we're not like, this is not like the complete class. Back to my story. I got into class. It was, I mean, I sat down and I was just like thanking God, like, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. And then Madam Janelle, our lead instructor for acting, gave us a form to fill, you know, and, you know, we did that. And immediately she gave us a tax. See, I was thinking that that first day would be Sherry Cambia. In fact, that first, because it's a 4-week intensive training. So I was thinking the first day or the first few days would be nothing so serious. You get, oh, it's a moving train. That's what Mr. Grant always say. This is a moving train. You know, when a train kickstarts to move, before it stops, like, it doesn't just stop anyhow till it gets to its destination. So it was a moving train. So the first day we're given a task, Madam Janelle, she told us to go. So in the building, the Creative Academy, the building, they have a lot of artworks. So she told us to go around the building and we should take pictures of the artworks, and then we should come up with a monologue, right? Or a poem that we should come up with a monologue or a poem that with one artwork that speaks to us. So let me explain. Take pictures of all the artworks, then pick an artwork amongst the pictures. There were about over 15 to 20 artworks in the building. So she said we should take pictures of them, then we should pick one out of all the pictures, out of all of them, and that part, the one that speaks to us in any way, then we should create a monologue or a poem around that one. Like the first day we enter class, so now they just they tell us more. I'm like, okay. Wait, you know the history of this? Oh yeah, for real?
Yeah, I love history. I study history.
Nice.
These were buried to keep a number of China safe during the afterlife, and there were like 3,000 of them. I think this is a foot soldier, but there are also archers and horses, and stuff like that.
And then we did that, and then I chose Fela, a picture of Fela, an artwork of Fela, and then I wrote my monologue around that. Unfortunately, I did not get a video of me reciting my monologue to the class, right? But yeah, I did that, and it was fantastic. That was how we wrapped up the first day, and then she told us a bunch of other things, and then the next day, we started work again. She gave all of us scripts, and we were given script. Then we'll come out and act, like act what is on the script. And then we're paired, and then she tells you the character you're playing and all of that. Then we'll come out and do that.
Hi, my name is Christian. I saw you when I was recording already. What do you mean you saw me?
Something faster, I have to keep it moving, right? Opposed to, because otherwise you're ignoring it. You don't want to ignore it. It's like what you did was like she didn't do anything. She didn't make you feel a certain way, right? So you got to do something.
And then the next day we had a collaborate class with the DOP guys. A few of the things we did. So moving on, every week we usually have something called workshop. So workshop basically is, everyone coming together to create something. Like I said earlier, it's not just actors. They are directors, they are producers, they are post-production people, editors, and all of that. So we always have workshop every week, particularly every Thursday. And this was our very first workshop. So during workshop days, everyone is expected to come dressed in our customized t-shirts, Del York t-shirts. Literally almost everyone is wearing. Literally. Show me your clothes, baby. Oh, boo, boo. That was my first project in school, right? I was freaking out because after the project, after our like weekly projects where we all come together and all of that stuff, the next week on Monday, the next week, everyone comes to to a class, like everyone, actors, directors, producers, editors, they come to a DOPs, they come to a class and then they play the project. And when they're playing it, they ask people involved in that particular project to stand up, and then the actors that were involved in that particular project, whatever, like when they're showing your project to stand up, they will stand up and then they start to criticize, constructive criticism.
Just ease. Yeah, because I know it was on the table, yeah? So the table was important to us. Okay, so you have put a little tighter. Like Mr. Grant was saying, put the table forward, get the lingerie, a little closer. All of us can do it. Oh, it's a great, yeah, it's a great. I think the acting was really good. I think cinematography works.
My group presentation came up on screen. Like, hey, God, I beg you. But we did well. We got a round of applause. Yes, we did well. And I was happy about that. So every week we do that. Week 1 was amazing. My first impression about my instructor, Madam Janelle, was I like that she could speak and you could hear clearly. Most foreigners, when they speak, you literally need to say, Isigini, Enikwe, But I like that I never had to bother about me listening to her. She could talk so fast, she could talk so slow, whatever way she speaks, I could digest, understand and digest properly. One of the most amazing thing I enjoyed doing in class was our meditation. So every day when we come to class, there is this meditation thing that Madam Janelle always makes us do. So basically, she's going to pair us with a partner, and then we hold our hands. We hold hands with our partner, and then she asks us to close our eyes, and then she plays music, and then she put on scented candles, and we hold our hands, and she asks us to just breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, and try to make us think about certain things. So we call it meditation. So it's just sets the day, it set the mood for the day. And that meditation kind of taught me, not kind of, actually taught me how to bring out a certain emotion. As an actor, you should be able to bring out certain emotions at certain times, because you could be given a character or a role whereby you are needed to cry. You could be given a role or a script whereby you're needed to be over happy or to be sad or to be hurt or to be depressed, whatever emotions. So that daily meditation that we did in film school literally helped me to key or to tap into certain emotions. And then we had a birthday celebration. Yes, we had a birthday celebration. Her name is Lola. She celebrated her birthday. We had cake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lola. Happy birthday to you. Lola, it's your birthday. Lola, it's your birthday. Lola, it's your birthday. And then we had our Bilonia Lydia. She ordered.
I said, order small chops and turkey for the entire.
And then we ate. Who doesn't like food? And then I was in charge of, sharing the cake.
Okay, Mon are pretend. Speaking rubbish French. Speaking rubbish French.
I'm not a cake person, but I was in charge, and I felt like, people like Vivian, give me more, give me. People that like cake, Vivian, give me more, give me. Everyone in class, to be honest, I met amazing people. Everyone in class were amazing in their own way. There was no bad blood. For 1 whole month, there was literally no bad blood amongst anybody, right? Although people had their favorite, people had their besties, people had their cliques, but generally speaking, there was no bad blood. Laycon did not come to school and raise shoulders Laycon, winner of BBN, you know, and all of that. Laycon was literally down to earth. And he also booked a manicure section with me, right? As a businesswoman, I go with all my kits, like all my equipment that I need. And then another fun part was when we're always going for our lunch.
We finally got here. What about you? What are you going to eat?
I'm going to eat. I'm going to get drunk, cocktails, you know what we're doing.
We still have classes going on. You can't get drunk.
I don't give a fuck.
Nana, what are you going to eat? You look like a chicken girl.
I'm going to eat a mala and a bula with catfish head.
What about you?
I want to eat pounded yam and egg.
Oh,
And fresh fish.
I'm and fresh fish.
I'm begging.
We're always going for our lunch. Usually we have our lunch by 1 a.m. 1 a.m. 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. It's an hour break. So we usually go to Yakolo to go eat. It's at VI. Yeah, they have amazing food there. I enjoy the amala. Every other day in class, we are usually given scripts. So I said this earlier, we're usually given scripts and we'll get paired. So if you've been paired with somebody before, you're going to change, like whoever you're being paired with. Madam Gina will change your, pair. So in a week, we're usually given 2 scripts in a week, and then we go on with the script and come back the next day and act it out, and all of that. So there's this very day that I was paired with Ogi, and she was an amazing partner, to be honest. And then we looked at the script, but that was the first time that she would give us the script. Then the lines were so long, and like it was more like a 3 pages or 4 pages scripts. Usually Madam Jenna gives us like a page, but suddenly she just gave us 4 pages. Then she paired us, and I'm like, how we get these 4 pages? And the next day you're coming to perform without the script, and you need to go home, eat, sleep, prepare for yourself the next day. I'm like, God, though, 4 pages. It was just messing with me. I'm like, okay, Vivian, you got this. And that was how my relationship with Ogi started. Ogi is an amazing person. She's just like me, a perfectionist. So that very day when we got the script at the close of the day, so Ogi was like, oh, that Vivian, we need to rehearse the script though. And time was ready. That was already 5 p.m. I'm like, and I need to go. But when Anoge got the script, we just told ourselves, after school, we're going to rehearse this thing. Sometimes Madam Gino gives us a script, and immediately she tells you, oh yeah, come and start acting it. She doesn't even tell us to go on with the script. But we're still enjoying the fact that we could go on with the script and come back. So we're given 4 pages script, and then Ogi and I was like, where do we rehearse? And then we decided to go to Eco Hotels, place at Eco Hotels, and then we started to rehearse our lines. People were just passing and looking, what are these ones, all of that. But we didn't care. We had to do what we had to do. So we're using our lines, Ogechuku Kama. I like that name for you.
I don't got that is one name. I should come here more often.
We used like an hour to rehearse or more, and then I got home late that day. I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even eat. I just had my bath and I slept. Next day, we came to class. Madam Janelle said, I need 2 people, first group, to come out, like you come out to the front of the class and act what the script that we're given. So Madam Janelle was like, first 2 people come out. Everybody were looking at herself. Nobody wants to come out. Like Madam Janelle was almost getting pissed that nobody wants to stand up to come out, because this was the first time we're getting a 4-page script. So everyone was still freaking out. What if I don't do it? Or what if I miss my lines? And you're not supposed to go with your script. So I looked at Ogi. Ogi looked at me and she was like, let's do this. And then we stood up and then we went out. We came to the podium or to the front of the class, and then we did our thing. You guys, Madam Janelle, when we were done, Madam Janelle started to cry. She started to cry, and I've never seen her cry before. That was 2nd week of film school. She's always a very jovial, joyous person. Everybody in class were clapping. Madam Gino was crying. I'm like, what's happening? And then she made a statement. She was like, this is the first time I am seeing something since we started training. This is the first time I'm seeing something that I'm moved by. This is the push I want you guys to be doing. I was like, thank you, Vivian. Thank you, Ogi, for doing this, for putting in the work. Now I can say you are actors. Like, I was like, what's happening? I just started to cry too. Like, I felt so emotional. Tears started to drop from my eyes. I just felt fulfilled. I loved the fact that I was able to do something that moved someone like Madame Janelle. Like, I was crying, I was happy. I felt just, it was an amazing process. Why am I tearing up?
Hi guys, so I would be dropping part 2 of this amazing video in few days. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.